All right, everybody. I showed you Haven last week, about a week or so ago, and I am now going to show you Exile's Landing. Let's check out the west gate. Got little signs showing us we're at Exile's Landing. All right, so our west gate, pretty standard. Really thick walls, because you never know what's coming out of the wasteland. Alright, so we don't have many guards stationed over here because, again, beginner's area. Not much to see, not much to fight. So let's go see how our guards over at the west gate live and how they act. Even I get turned around in this creation sometimes. I try to make the stairs logical. And if you cross this little bridge or whatever you want to call it, we have a kind of a rest area for the guards. I put this round tower over here because I figured watch the rivers, but it is more for aesthetics and more for, I don't know, let's say someone was trying to be sneaky and wrap around the edge there. All right, let's head on down. Oh yeah, I got to show y'all. Just very simple. This is kind of not the outpost you would want to be assigned to if you were going to be assigned to my settlement. Or at least to this settlement, right? So let's go check out their modest quarters before we move on to the rest of the build. See? Very modest. Not a lot of guards out here. But they're watching. So you leave the bridge from Haven. One of the first buildings you'll ever see is the pub for newcomers. Come in, stage on our right. Nice little bar area. If you want to go check out the balcony, it's a nice view overlooking the river. Got a few patrons. Great place to grab a drink. Come back around this way. Nothing over here, just a place for people to sit. And yeah, the tavern kind of wraps around this way, and you can see the stage back over there. Upstairs, there's a few more places to sit and hang out. Got a nice full patio upstairs. Awesome place for everyone to hang. Got these barbarians just hanging out, watching the river flow by. Now I got some premium bedrooms in this tavern. I figure you made it this far, you got a little bit of money. You got enough money for this guy to be squatting at the sink and a private bath. Someone dead in our bathtub? Oh, it looked like there was. A couple toilets. I don't know what this guy's up to. I wonder if this was originally designed as like a place to sit. Who knows? Another bedroom. Pretty much the same. These bedrooms are pretty standard. Ooh, got a couple in here. We shouldn't disturb them, guys. It's a little cheaper room for you and your buddies. They're just kind of getting on the adventurer's path. Yeah, again, awesome view of the river. We'll head on back downstairs. All right, there's 3 entrances. We got this middle one. This one leads back out to the main, well, what's going to be the main part of town, and this one that leads back along the river. But let's head on through town, see what's up. Now, this is an early version of the town. So not a lot to see. Just we got the keep, which you guys have seen in previous videos. But I built a little market square. Got a blacksmith hanging out here on the right. We have a general goods store on the left. Let's show you the general goods store. I tried to give the settlement a little bit of a lived-in feel. So he's not just your merchant, he is your proud town resident. And look at him. He's got a nice bed, super cool bathroom, and his balcony view is not the worst. And he's just selling pots, pans, and knickknacks. So I'd say give him a round of applause because he is outfitting all of our initial settlers' needs, I suppose. Got an alchemist here. That's where you can get your potions of all sorts. This alchemist assistant down here, he's selling some stuff. Check out the alchemist quarters. Again, pretty fleshed out. They got their work area. They've got a place to hang out. View of the street. Got a little bathroom. Another little bedroom. Place for him to write at the end of the day. And a place for him to chill and have a few drinks at the end of the day even. Alright, let's head back downstairs. For the next stop, I'd like to show everybody the grocery store, if you want to call it that. That's what we call it anyway, traditionally for me growing up. Alright, come in. It's got some frozen stuff. Milk and herbs and apples and potatoes, mushrooms, all sorts of meats, cheeses, berries, grains, hops. The cash register, if you want to call it that. And she's out here trying to get you to buy her goods with a turkey that she's giving away samples. I had a warehouse built right over here. It got destroyed. That's a story for another time. This is the Adventurers Guild. That's kind of keeping the crocodiles at bay. If anyone knows this build, they know there's crocodiles over there, and they know that they are a pain in the butt. This is just a housing area. Not much to see. North Gate, we'll check that out later. I figured we'd go check out the main keep first. That's a giant pub / barracks, that tower. But yeah, let's go check out the Citadel. Alright, you come in kind of like a unnecessary entryway. Unnecessary grand hallway. And into the pub, which I have shown you guys before. Great views. If we go upstairs, we're going to go to all of the quarters for everybody. So we have basic troop quarters. Again, we have a pretty high garrison, so we have to have a lot of beds for this garrison because from this garrison, we're launching expeditions all throughout. All right, these are the higher ranking quarters here. Nice view. A little bit of a balcony. A little bit better quarters. Oh, they're having a party in here. I wasn't expecting them to be having a party in here. Nice desk for the general to work at. And a great view for him, or her. I don't think we've assigned a general to this castle yet. We're going to head on up. Alright, so upstairs, if you go all the way to the top, just a nice little tower to look out through, especially when it gets dusty. And anyone who knows the Exiled Lands knows it gets dusty. Alright, we'll head back down to the next level so I can kind of show you my idea here. Alright, looking out to the east. Little protected guard towers on each corner. North, looking out through the northeast guard tower towards the cannibal camp that direction. Looking back towards Haven and the bridge. And back around to our smaller tower with another level. We'll head back down. All right, so this is, like I said, our beachhead for the Exiled Lands, so to speak. So I'd like to show you the western tower, or the western, I'm sorry, the eastern gate. That was my fault. Got to remember, do you guys remember the way to tell your east from your west? What was it? Never eat sour watermelon. That's something I learned in elementary school. I have troop quarters throughout, and plenty of places for surveying the landscape. I didn't see a need to garrison all of these towers because there's really not much of a threat at this point. So when you're leaving, you're heading out towards the east, there is, if you go up this way and take a left, that would lead you on a completely different path into the northern Exiled Lands, right? You go that way, there's plenty of adventuring all this direction. So I went ahead and fortified this section, and unnecessarily so, right? It's just overkill. And little pub, which I believe I've shown everyone. You've got rooms that you can stay in. I believe that I've covered this pub in another video, so I won't go into this one very much. If you go past the lodging, and this is an exit back out, you can head up through the tower, and plenty of places for our guys to shoot, that's for sure. And we have another round tower over here. A couple of guards watching the road. Again, very lightly garrisoned because, again, this is the beginner area. Not a lot of threats out here. I'll show you the road that I'm guarding here so you can kind of see if you head that way. You can head towards some of the pirates and stuff out there. And then, of course, going that way, more advanced. And then this is an incredible overkill, this one over here. So this, for people who aren't super familiar with the Exiled Lands, is literally just a very small, early level cannibal camp. But I went ahead and fortified against it. Look at that guy. He's ready to fight. I'm going to close the doors. I don't want to mess with him. He's like too tough. Very early level exiled camp, and I just over fortified against it. Like, they're just, look at that, that's their village. So, but hey, there's a lot of those guys in this area. I figure, hey, they can call reinforcements. I might as well just be over secure at this point in time. Highest level of our tower, looking back, place for archers to kind of shoot out. This will probably never, ever, ever, ever have a full garrison. But as you can see, the garrison, it can hold. So every level has a barracks of this level. So yeah, we will never have a full garrison at this level. But a nice little balcony to come smoke, hang out, lean up against the roof here. And if we go down one more level, we have a little pub area that you are all familiar with if you've seen previous videos. Just looking back at the river and the city, and nice little place for the garrison that probably will never be more than 4 or 5 soldiers to hang out. All right, let's head back through the city. Now, my thoughts, why did I name this Exile Landing? Well, the reason I named this Exile Landing is because for this playthrough, it's going to be the kind of the first major stronghold, not just major settlement, but major stronghold, and it's going to expand. So it's going to be more than the central little plaza that you saw when we first came in. It's going to be, I still have more industry to build. I still have more housing to build, more kind of the things that make the build realistic. Farming, I don't have enough farms to support the population as it stands. I don't have any infrastructure really built besides that one bridge. I don't have transportation networks established. So there is a lot to do, but because I figured it has been such a long time since I have put out a video on this particular playthrough, that I might as well put one out kind of showcasing the early stage development of this settlement. All right, so this tower, this exists because the Darfuri cannibal types had an elevation advantage over me. So I built this tower to kind of ensure that they couldn't jump down the cliffs and get people, you know, in the dead of night. So these little towers basically look out over everything. And those are more of a curtain. I'll go up to another curtain this way. As you can see, they're kind of over there. Another small tribe, right? Nothing to feel threatened by, but again, you never know what they might do in the middle of the night. So I figured, let's build a keep, post a couple of guards. Boom, our guards, making sure the village stays safe. We'll head back down. I'll show you this from a different angle too. Gotta pass through their quarters. And I didn't show you the other guards' quarters, did I? Let me show you the other guards' quarters. So they have like a place to hang out. And then they got a guard on the bottom. Very nice quarters. Very nice view for this guard. Very nice place to be stationed, I would imagine. Okay, let's head back out. So we crossed the wall. As you can see, this is like facing north. Looking back, the curtains and the main tower and the living quarters for that small garrison. We'll pass over the gate, looking north. This is the gate itself. More rooms, places for people to live, and then we're back at this giant pub that we showcased a while ago. Rooms up above, as I have shown, but let's show you what you haven't seen. There is living spaces. Actually, we'll start from the bottom. There are living spaces all throughout. These are nice quarters, but they get a little bit more Spartan as we head around. More places for the guards to live. Just a good spot, you know. Lots of bunks for everybody, because from here we're going to be rallying troops to head north. And as you guys are well aware of, if you're familiar with the Exiled Lands, the further north you go, the worse it gets. I got some officers' quarters in here. Don't mean to bother those two. Nice officers' quarters. I'm going to head on up one more level. It's 3 levels down. Basic quarters. Some more officers' quarters. And let's see. Basic quarters and basic quarters. Yeah, so you can tell we have a lot of room for our soldiers to live quite comfortably. And that's it. This is what we're going to call Exile Landing for now. I wanted to give you guys a quick tour. And after this, we are going to be headed north.